It's lonely at the top.
Lonely, lonely.
My backup singers, with the exception of Charles, because he's too proud.
I can never be your backup singer.
What's bad in being
Because he's the main character now. That's
Always
why.
the main
Of
character.
course.
Oh.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another spectacular episode of The Shade Corner. And today, we're talking about something that Shake knows about very, 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 very well. Because he wrote an entire song off this particular topic that has been on number one for God knows how long, because a lot of people can relate to it. The topic for today is lonely at the top.
So when you say a lot of people can relate to it, are you sure a lot of people can relate to it, or a lot of people are just singing along?
I think people can relate.
I think people
lot
can
of
relate.
people can
Yeah.
Relate to, even people that are not at the top are shouting lonely at the top.
On the way to
Top
the
is
top.
relative.
top.
Relative.
Which
You,
part?
because you can be on top of somebody, you understand?
And still be lonely.
Yeah.
Show just starts.
This shit.
We don't val. I love it.
This show, I'm sorry, even me, I'm sorry. I genuinely
advance.
apologize in behalf. Okay, so before we get started, what comes to your mind when you hear the word lonely at the top?
Well, lonely at the top. I never thought about it, right?
Okay.
I don't really think I'm on I can sing, you know. So and then after some time, as I feel like, okay, is it because it's Ashake? Is this like, you know, like when people tell their story, like, okay, it's lonely at the top.
Yeah.
And because I've seen his previous interviews talk about not knowing who is for him and who is against him, not being sure of, you know, if he can date because he's not, you know, all that. So there's lonely at the top. I'm now wondering, as you're lonely at the top, you didn't see anybody on your way up, or it was that you had people at the top when you were going up and you now kick all of them away as you are going to the top. But anyways, as Shake said, he's lonely at the top. The English is simple. He's lonely at the top, because the one that we cannot lie about is that Ashake is at the top.
Period.
Yes, he is.
Top
with the
that's
reach
right.
yesterday,
We don't go here.
It does not matter whether he reached that top today. Ashake is at the top.
Top of the toppest
Yes.
top.
That's right.
I mean,
How about you, my sweet Tolu?
oh.
What comes to your mind when you hear lonely at the
See
top?
blushing.
So, what comes to my mind when I hear lonely at the top? Many things actually.
Okay.
So it could mean that you're at the top and you're alone, nobody is there for you. Also, it could mean that, you know, in all honesty, when you check the top, we have few people there, and below there are so many people there. So when you get there, you realize that, oh, there are not so many people here that I can maybe
Now just,
relate to.
I mean, they here, now we get
Do you get? Or it could also mean that, you know, you were lonely at the bottom, you're also lonely at the top.
Aha.
So, pretty much.
Right there.
Another angle.
Right there.
Sorry about you.
Right there.
Well, I think there's this saying that the road to success is the road less traveled. Do you get? Like, because a lot of people like are not willing to do what it takes to get to the top, because there's some sacrifice. You have to make some sacrifices, including one that you, when you look back, you might not necessarily be proud of, including slaying some of your friends. Do you understand? Including outgrowing some people, including making sacrifices with Kanayo, but that's a different conversation.
Okay.
But you get what I'm saying? So that's why most people make it to the top, and then they are alone because of some of the
Because not everybody can get to the top.
shoulders they've had to stand on, the toes they've had to step on to get to the top.
I hope
So,
you know that alone and lonely are two different things, Sha.
We'll get there. Sweetness.
please.
Charles.
I think it's a matter of trust. It's not. I don't think it is lonely as in there's nobody. I think it is, oh, who do I trust? I'm
Yeah.
here now, but there are so many people around me, and I don't know who exactly is for me and who I can trust. I think that's the
Yeah, because with success, so you have so many friends that want to associate themselves with you. So you can't exactly say this is my person. So at the end of the day, when you look inwards, you're just like, I think I'm lonely here.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody kind of
Everybody's just deep.
really. So everyone kind of agrees that is lonely at the top. Do you
Who's lonely at the top?
You all agree that
Who is you?
I don't, so to be honest, I don't entirely agree that it's lonely at the top, but yes, you can get lonely sometimes, but if it's consistent, if you are consistently lonely, like say you've been maybe successful for the past 5 years, and in your journey you still not found anybody that you can call your person, I think it's no longer about lonely at the top, it's about you. Like maybe there's something wrong with you, or maybe you don't know how to keep relationships, or maybe, you've just been chopping too many people's eyes and they don't trust you anymore. And, because when people say lonely at the top, you're thinking of me. You say you can't trust people. What people cannot trust you too? Bam. Do you get? And they're avoiding you, and you realize, oh, I'm on my own. So
You just get to the top and you become shitty.
There is that. I don't think it's lonely at the top. Like she rightly said, think about you as well in the mix of things. And also, in that journey, like you said, people often forget that there are people that they started with. And then they get there and they feel like, okay, I'm in this new place now. Who are the new people that we should hang around? And you forget that, they're actual human beings that were rooting for you, that loved you.
Outgrowing thing annoys me.
I believe
outgrowing?
that getting there.
No.
And
How do you outgrow people you
get there?
like?
And they forget that, there were actual real people that were with them, that are still honestly rooting for them and still honestly love them, and say alone at the top. It's you, they don't know what they're looking for in that up, because there are people. And if this is in a situation where, honestly speaking, there is nobody, truly and truly, then something is wrong with you.
That's so like building off of what he said, like what I said earlier. They're on the journey to the top. There would be toes to step on. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like some people today who are at the top and saying, okay, lonely at the top. Some of the friends that are built with them, you would get to certain junctions in your career where you have to make choices. And some people make choices to burn their partners. I don't know, there's this documentary film about the people who built BlackBerry.
Who built BlackBerry?
Yeah, who did the whole thing. Do you get, like, everybody, every successful person always get to that point where you have to make a choice between people who have built with you and then, doing something that would benefit you, and they refuse to play the long game.
It's like Mark Zuckerberg on
Facebook. You have to choose between your relationships and maybe money or something.
So you would, like you rightly said, yes, you would burn some bridges, but my own issue is if you are intentionally burning, be like, okay, I'm going to cheat you, or I'm going to sly you intentionally just to get to the top. And I think that's wrong.
Yes.
But then again, there's also the narrative that, you're the villain in someone's story. So that means probably you were good, or you were nice, or you did what you needed to do. But then they probably read it in another way or misinterpreted what you did. And in their books, you're a bad person. And then when you get to the top, they're like, I don't want to roll with you anymore. That's on them, no problem. But then if you intentionally step on people's toes, because people really think that, for my own to be good, another person's own has to spoil. I'm like, really, the sky is really big for every one of us. And when we get
This guy really
Okay,
big
but
for
like,
all of us.
Yes,
see, the fact that we took
But in
at
life, not everybody will be up. So
Not everybody
standard
can be up,
can
it's
be
impossible.
up, yeah.
I stand that, but it doesn't mean that you must hate on everybody or hurt
See, it's not
everybody.
even hating. It's not even hating sometimes. But I just genuinely feel like for you to really get to the top of the top, right? There's no how. You would oju somebody. You would chop somebody's eye. Okay, let's look at Facebook, for example. Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg and his roommate, built an app together. It's got to a point where they needed a third party. Third party came in and he slid his friend and they built the app together, right? So would you say that Mark Zuckerberg did the bad thing because?
So is it because the result of that eye that he chopped was good? That's why it now becomes the standard.
No, see, I'm not saying it's the standard,
But
it
happens.
It happens. Like,
No, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but does it make it right? It's not right.
What if you look at people at the top? If you look at most of the people at the top, let me not say all.
So that is a trend. Does it make it okay?
It's
not
not
normalize bad
see,
behavior.
No, it's not about being okay. It's just life. Life is unfair.
Life is unfair, we get it. But
But
then
yeah,
when you decide
you can't deliberately make it unfair. You can't.
But human beings make life unfair.
I
Life is not
know,
unfair
but we
because
can't
it's
sit.
unfair.
I'm not sure I want to sit here and propagate like a narrative that
You have to do wrong to get to the top.
There are certain. It's like someone saying this was a necessary lie. It was a necessary lie.
Necessary evil.
Yeah, necessary lie. It was a necessary lie. Or at this point, it was necessary for you to steal. At this point, it was necessary for you to kill.
Else you won't get
So
ahead.
yes, so you have to do. So you're telling me, It's because we're calling it chopping somebody's eye. Oh.
It looks like it's cool.
We're calling it chopping eye. You have to do somebody. If it gets to a place where you have to kill or keep, you will not tell me, if I no kill, I no fit reach this top or make I kill.
But
No,
I promise,
really?
but
But
I
you see,
promise you,
sweetness.
I promise you that people at the top that have had to make decisions.
And nobody's saying
and I understand
it's not
where
true.
I
I'm
somebody-
saying,
Sweetness,
sorry,
please,
let me say this because you guys have said all the things that are in my brain. Because when you're saying, when you say make decisions, choose between, it's a matter of your virtue.
And priorities.
It's about your virtue. So if I get to a point in time in my life, like for instance, I'll say like my personal photographer, okay, let me not call his name. So my personal photographer, there was one time he did one very, very nice set of pictures for me. And I was so emotional. I said, oh, Don, I promise you.
Don't mention the name now.
I promise you, that's not his brand name.
Okay.
I said, I promise you, I'll never outgrow you.
Hey, you don't make promises.
You understand? I'll never outgrow you. And he was like, I was about to say, oh, this one that you are thanking me very soon now, when you are big, you will start looking for the big names in photography. And I said, but there's a condition.
You too,
However, you have to grow. Yeah. You have to grow. Because there will become times when there will be requirements. And if you now say, these your pictures,
Even
you understand?
if I have something to
So I'm just saying, I'm not going to sly you just because.
Sweetness, sorry to cut you. I was going to say this. I understand where you're coming from, and I also understand where Ayo is coming from. So you're saying if
course
you
you know I'm coming from.
intentionally be wicked.
Your choices
But then
are
again, Ayo is
yours.
saying that life can life sometimes. Life is always lifing. So for
Life,
instance,
life will
Can we
always
not blame bad behavior on life?
Because
wait, Charles,
I understand that life can.
let me
I want to hear an example of where life is lifing.
Wait, you
instance, now,
guys,
back
to
to
make
your-
it to the top, the truth is, like you said, the road is less traveled because it is tough. Guy, there are musicians that were in a group together. Rema and King Perry, they were in a group together. They wanted to sign one person, sign Rema. Do you think Rema and King Perry, this is King Perry, not King Perry. Alpha P. Do you think Rema and Alpha P are guys? No, because they signed one person and you could have made a choice to say, no, I don't want you to sign me, let's bring me a group. Why did you say that?
Come on, man.
Why did you say that?
That scenario doesn't even apply.
How does it not apply?
This is work.
Okay,
somebody has come and said, oh, I like you, and I don't want to sign him. Why would you not say, oh, don't sign me, sign this person?
But
Of course not.
let
me land.
Rema is not a good person.
It doesn't know. I don't care. I don't know what Alpha P thinks, but I'm saying that it doesn't mean
That's what we're
that
talking
Alpha
about.
P and Rema will be enemies because of that situation.
But you're not
Except
guys.
one person decide and say, you know what? I don't want you to be my guy again. That's okay. If you say you don't want to be friends with me, that's fine. I'm not going to force you to be my friend. But on my own end, I'm not going to hate you or stop being friends with you.
And
or
that
stop
would
being
be wrong
cordial.
of you going around telling people that I chopped your eye.
Exactly.
It would be
because I
wrong
did
telling
not.
people that I chopped your eye.
That's their truth. That's their narrative.
Because Alpha P,
That's their truth.
because Alpha P is also with I think Universal Music. So if he's not doing as well, he will not. That's on him. So because one person took Rema,
How can
and
you say-
Rema is
wait, so
blown.
Rema
But that's
Then-
Alpha P's narrative.
Can I say something?
See, I'm sorry. I need to say this, and I think it's really important. The term, and we've visited on this table a lot, I think it's really disgusting, to be honest. The outgrow term, I will never for the life of me understand what that nonsense is.
So outgrow
'Cause
someone.
I don't get it. I understand that the way, the trajectory of life, things happen, you might go here, might go there, you might be big, but I never feel, when it comes to, for me, I don't know what the ideals, and I think that it brings us back to the beginning. What are the ideals that your friendship is or are built on? Because that will also help you define what friendship is to you in the first place. Do you understand?
So
for me,
friendship
it's
is
never about,
aesthetics now.
for some people it's
Aesthetics,
aesthetic, for some people it's
status.
money, for some people it's status.
A way to climb.
For me, what I see, how I take friendship is, who is that one person that will be there in good times, in bad times, in horrible times, who would not judge me, who I
From
can
the
wear.
beginning, no.
Listen,
From
who
the
I can be
get-go.
myself 120% around and not be judged.
True.
That
true.
person is the friend. Do you
So I say you
understand?
can
So
find
if
someone
I'm-
like that at the top.
Wait till me land. So if that is the ideal
Why
that my
haven't they
friendship
found?
is built on, I don't understand what it means to outgrow. Because if I
Outgrow.
love you that much and I can be myself around you that much, if I feel that, oh, I'm becoming Bill Gates and this person is still at Babasuwe level, what stops me from trying to help you grow.
What if you're not trying to grow yourself? Will I just keep giving you my money because
what
you're my friend?
stops?
I mean,
I also
back to
believe-
your example with your
again,
photographer.
I'm sorry,
I'm
again,
telling you,
I
if
don't
your
know if you're
photographer does
listening
not
to me.
grow, you will leave him.
I don't know if you're listening to
Regardless
me.
of the
Wait, hold
promise
on,
you've
hold on,
given
hold on.
him,
Let
you
me
will
forget
leave
my
him.
train of thought. I don't know if you're listening to me, but I'm saying, you said, what if your friends, don't grow? But again, I'm taking you back to the ideals that relationship is built on. Do you understand me? Okay, let me speak as Charles. I value relationship in terms of, who is there for me when it's bad, when it's good. I also value idea exchange. I'm big on that.
Yes.
And everybody who's around me, everybody who knows me, everybody who I'm close to knows that Charles and his clique, if you're around them, I didn't know they finish. And those are the things that my friendship is built on. So for me, that cannot be a problem.
Fair.
The issue would be, we don't get money to do this
This idea.
Charles, what if your
So
friend
if there is
does
one
not-
person amongst us who has all that money, be sure that all of us are as big as anything as they come. So I think that
When people are lonely at
what's
the top.
important is people first of all need to define friendship and understand that friends are not acquaintances. Those are two different things. And then you hear people say things, this person is as close to me as a brother. This friend is, then you have found friendship. Somebody can just be a Halo High person. That person is not your friend. Understand what friendship
Charles.
is, friends. Then this will make sense to you. I don't believe that you can be lonely at this time.
Charles, let
I
me
don't
ask you one question. So if you grow to become like Bill Gates now and you still have a friend at the Babasiwe level and he's not putting in effort to grow.
My friends will put in effort.
I'm just giving an example now.
I can't relate to the example, I'm sorry.
You see now.
No, but that's
You
the thing,
can
I
outgrow
can't.
the person.
Guys,
If
Bro,
person
in that
doesn't-
situation,
Because he don't tell you say when you start from the
So he
beginning
said
to
he can
build your
relate to the
circle.
example. People that can relate to it, they can actually outgrow. And then when they say they are truth, you now make it look like, the word outgrow is disgusting. That's what I'm trying to say to him.
Honestly, you can outgrow people.
You can.
If we are hustling together, by grinding together, we started from. When we're kids, what's your basis of friendship when you're a child? You see somebody, you play with the person today, you play with the person tomorrow.
Person has a ball.
Person
that
has,
you
person
don't
has a toy that you like.
Exactly.
So we can say you start a friendship from when we're like 7 years old, and we're now like 25, where ideas have changed. We're not supposed to be facing our life, and you still want to be smoking Igbo in the lungu. You think I'm going to be friends with you?
You get.
I'm going to outgrow you and
Hey,
move on.
but-
I might check
okay,
up on
Ayo.
you. Oh my guy, are you good? Are you fine? But we can never relate on the same level.
You get. Okay, what
as we were
about the
before.
ones where, I've seen situations where, this person, two of them are friends, and this person, begins to work hard and God maybe starts blessing the person, and the other friend begins to get jealous. And although, because these things are like energy, they just show somehow that this person is not exactly happy for my progress.
I think you should use another word when things like that happen. When someone in your circle starts behaving like a winch. If someone someone you believed in, someone you trusted, starts behaving like a winch, at that point it's not outgrowing again. You pick them like beans and put them aside.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you guys.
You pick them like beans, and so it's not like
Charles is
not
to be
outgrowing.
friends.
Can I say something?
Charles is not
No.
my friend.
Can we normalize? Wait, can we actually act like we're actual human beings? I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional, but it's blood that is here, it's not water. Jealousy is normal. You will feel it's an emotion. You will feel it. Why am I not here? Am I not good enough? But that's where grown-up adults. Where's my camera? Grown-up adults need to have conversations.
Sweetie,
When I feel a
I
certain
agree
type
with
of
you that,
way, I'll come to you
that
and
jealousy
say-
is a feeling.
Or if you feel it,
But when you act
Charles, what's
on
going
it,
on?
on your jealousy,
And I agree with
when you act on jealousy, it
agree
becomes
with you.
deadly.
But
And
guess
if you
what?
act on your jealousy, I'm out the door.
No, but guess
I'm
what?
out the door.
I agree with you. When you act on jealousy, it's a problem. But then when you smell, you will know that this guy's energy has changed around you. What stops you? Instead of talking to everybody but the person, what stops you from saying, guy, what's going on?
Some people
and what also stops me, who's feeling jealousy or resentment towards you at the time, because I feel like I'm not
Because
good
that's
enough.
how people
So
behave.
I'm
Charles,
saying,
not
bro,
everybody's attachment style is as healthy as yours. Some people don't know how
that's
to
what we're
confront
trying to
conversation.
educate people on. I think it's that we also normalize having grown-up conversations. Lock yourself in the room and say, bro, I don't understand this energy, or sis, what is going on? Then from there, based on that conversation, you will now know where the person's head is really at. If it's just pure wickedness, you cannot pick them like the beast and throw them away.
Nah.
Or not.
Sorry, Sam, we're trying to make a point at that time.
Samuel, since morning, sorry.
Do you understand?
These guys are so
You people are just do it. Oh God.
These guys are so
They apologize.
Sorry.
All right, you have the floor now.
I wanted to say that these people are talking about, it will sound good in principle, but in practice, it's a whole nother conversation. For example, before, I think a couple of days before Ashake sold out the O2 Arena, a video came out. I saw the video. I think that video was done some years back. Somebody was making a video of Ashake and they were laughing about it. And he said, so and so did show, they no call me. Fireboy do show, they no call me. Guess what?
Because
4 years later or 5 years later, he sold out the O2 Arena. Fireboy came and performed on that stage. What I'm trying to say is this. Whether they chop your eye or not, you understand? Whether they leveled up and left you behind, bro, shall make it to the top.
Honestly, when you are
because
they will call
like,
you.
when we finish the whole story, let it be that you won in the end.
Please, sorry, don't be angry. Who was Ashake?
Nobody knew.
He was singing, no.
But who could he sell tickets?
Probably not.
I think that people need to realize that business is business. Can we understand this thing? It's not even that deep, and these are the issues I have with grown-up adults. Business, and this Joe Boy is not Joe Boy alone. There is a whole management and team behind him, and people that plan his business. So if you're not bringing money to the table, why are we bringing you to a show? It doesn't mean that I hate you as a human being. It's just that, bro, right now, I'm sorry, they
But
sing your
people are
single.
emotional,
You're a
and
studio rat,
somehow they will read meanings to it. People are emotional.
and I'm not saying no. This is me now trying to.
Is that
make
not why
people
we are here?
understand
That's
that
That's
this
why
is
we are
wrong.
here.
Come on, yeah.
You see, Charles, you explain this thing to you tomorrow and you go tired, bro. I promise you,
Honestly.
right? At the end of the day,
And it's sad.
you might also
These are adults for peace
like,
sake.
do you know
Exactly,
like,
for peace sake, or for that peace sake, you just call
My-
them
my-
like,
my
okay,
point-
even if it's just
see,
5 minutes, just
you know
go and go.
the band they call New Edition. It's an old band.
Yeah,
You
New
get what I'm
Edition,
saying? New Edition.
New Edition, yeah.
Exactly. So I watched a documentary, a biopic of something that they did. You get like real life story. One of the boys was supposed to be signed by a record label, and he went to the record exec and told them that if you don't sign me and the other 3 guys or 4 guys, I'm not going anywhere with you. Do you get? There's always room for that kind of negotiation where you have to cut your guys in. Do you get? But we are looking at all these big guys. Let's come down to the nitty gritty. Do you get? Something as small as liking your guy's post, reposting it. Do you understand? People, your guys will not repost your
Don't be
things.
at the talk, bang, bang, bang,
Do you
bang,
understand?
It's a personal story. Tell us the story,
Do
Sammy.
you understand? Like,
Say
bro,
it with your full chest.
it's paining me.
Call his name. Look at the camera and call his name.
No, I'm not going to call. But I'm serious. I'm serious.
He pin him.
It's not even that, okay, sorry, this thing that you did is not in alignment with my brand. Or it's not looking good with my... Bro, they would not...
But it's the aesthetic of his Instagram.
You get what I'm
And then
saying?
the person that they're not close to, they'll be reposting.
Reposting, yeah.
Bro, they will repost like
Commenting.
meme that's not even funny.
No,
get, like,
the
yeah,
meme,
yeah, people
the
actually
meme,
do
what's the
that.
aesthetic
Aesthetic
of
of
the
the
Instagram?
page.
You don't work with the aesthetic.
See, so it will really be... That's what I'm saying, bro. No matter what, whether they chop your eyes, shall just make your
Make
own.
it to the top.
What he actually said? What he actually said?
Really,
What he
Sammy,
said?
Sammy's point very valid.
What he said takes me back to like the operas.
Don't be angry.
And the Kevin Hart, that she had a lot of money and she made sure that all her friends were also millionaires as well.
Exactly.
Right? But if you look at their friendship group, Kevin Hart, for example, right? I think he was saying that all the people that he gave, all his friends that he gives money to, or he gave $1 million to, all of them have businesses that kind of tie into what Kevin Hart does.
Yeah.
So he has a guy that has a gym. He's his personal trainer. He has a Nike deal. So that brings me back to what I was saying about if somebody is not trying to level, if I can't see that you're trying to level up,
Ayo,
there's no way I can, as your guy, just because I'm your guy, right? We've tried once, we've tried twice. I will free you now.
Can I butt in?
But
You
did
know,
you
you know,
try?
you know the example
Well,
of
you
Kevin
tried,
Hart
you
that you
tried.
gave. You said that all the guys that he gave the $1 million somehow they have a hand in his
That business is tied to what he's
Do you understand?
doing.
What if he has other friends that are even closer to him than those guys, but because their businesses are not tied to the Hart Foundation, he didn't give them.
See,
any.
that's why I believe
They will say
friendship.
he's a bad guy.
I believe
That he
friendship.
gave people that were they're not
Friendship
really
should
close
be like
to.
value exchange. And I'm not saying that the value has to be money or it has to be like monetary. It could be value that, okay, this is my guy.
I enjoy
If I'm
spending
feeling
time.
bad, this guy will get me
Okay,
up.
so why are you now lonely at the
Chill
top?
now. If I'm feeling down, this guy can get. Let's take Jay-Z for example.
Who?
Jay-Z started from the street, started from
Okay,
the hood.
Jay-Z.
And today he's friends with Michael Rubin. It didn't start from there. But that's not mean that it's not friends. That if
You make new friends on your journey.
Exactly, that's not mean that someone.
No, new friends are welcome on your journey. New friends are welcome.
Lonely at the top does not mean that you don't have friends, right? It could also mean like all these friends that are around me, right? Who is the one person that I can trust to be like, okay, bad as bad, this person is for me, this person is my own.
Yep. That's what I think.
So sometimes it's not even about being alone or not having enough friends. It must be like people that are around you. Can you
To
really
be
trust
honest,
them?
Can we even talk about
Sorry,
family?
to be honest, I think it's lonely almost everywhere. Depends on you.
Yes.
At the top, in the middle, at the bottom,
In trenches.
in the church. So I think it's about how you relate with people, your relationships, and how you're able to navigate. Like I rightly said at the beginning, if you are consistently lonely, then I think the issue is with you.
Yeah.
I get that even if you have all the friends in the world and you're like the best person and you can keep all the relationships, there are some times that you're really just alone and you just feel like, you know what, I don't think I want to share this part of my life. And it's not everything that you tell your friend, even if he's like your brother, bestest guy. Just that in that space of mind, you can write a song and say lonely at the top. But in your reality or in the grand scheme of things, you're not really lonely. But for that moment, you can say, oh, I'm lonely.
The one person who's never going to leave you lonely is the Lord Jesus.
Amen.
Preach.
Amen.
Hold on to the
Amen.
Lord.
Hashtag
Hold on to the
blessed.
Lord, to be
One of
honest.
One of the
that-
things that Charles said that really struck me was the fact that, see, this whole thing about talking about friendship should be value exchange. I think that somebody that you can call your friend should be a 24-hour person. Do you understand?
It's best the Holy Spirit.
I don't
No.
think so.
Let me tell
What
you.
do you mean transfer
Wait
person?
now, like a
What do you mean transfer person?
Always with you.
What do you mean?
not always.
24.
with you.
No, this is the Holy Spirit.
But okay, you mean like it's there when you need them?
Not necessarily. Do you get what I'm saying? Like a 24-hour person is, in simple terms, someone you can count on. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they don't necessarily have to be there for you to feel like you are not alone. You said just now that this person, maybe because they are not there, so in that moment you feel lonely. Sometimes I can be going through stuff and I take solace in the fact that, see, this thing I'm going through, I know, say, if I tell so and so, he will understand. Like he can relate. You just think, oh, I'm not the only person. Oh, the other day, Sweetness was talking to me about something similar. The fact that she can go through that and come out on the other side, I do all right. Do you get? So that's why I feel so having a 24-hour person is like, so even if they are not there, their friendship is like a solace that you run into.
Let me just put it on the table, and I don't care whether I build the table, I crack the table. See, any friendship, quote unquote, that's built first on money is not friendship.
On a status.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
And
friendship?
substances.
Like we're making money
Climbing
together.
the, social ladder.
Friendship that is based off
On money.
on off or off on
Based
whatever
off
the
on-
English is.
Based off on.
Money. Those kind of friendships never really last.
Wait, what do you mean money? Do you mean
Because
giving money
when the money
or
is
making
not
money
there,
together?
making money together, giving me money.
So business
money
partners,
is a-
Nko.
what did you call it?
Business partners.
Leave it there.
Money now, money they
No,
involved.
we are
I've had
acquaintances.
business.
You've
I've had
already called it a name. Business
I've had business
partners.
partners that become my friends.
I have business persons who I am cordial with. Do you understand? See, you see those people that are your business people that are your friends, my brother. They're your friends because business they come.
But I don't do business anymore. Actually.
When you don't see the monetary value, or maybe they can link you or something for a while, you will just see that all of a sudden for
We don't
1
talk
year you're not
anymore.
spoken anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's the basis
Because
of
that's
your
what
And you're not
gives
even
you friendship.
quarreling, no.
You're not fighting, you're
Like,
not
you are
quarreling,
not
but
quarreling.
You've just drifted. That's
But I don't think
Have
bad.
you- have
I
you
personally
said
don't
it's not a
think.
bad thing.
Yeah, I don't think friendship
It's
is something
not.
that I talk every day.
I think that most of us were saying that. So
For sure.
if you're lonely at the top, it's really your fault.
Yes. But I don't believe that that's a thing. Because I feel like if you're lonely at the top, that means you never even had a circle, you didn't have anybody.
Period.
Honestly, I don't feel like
Period.
anybody can actually be lonely.
100%.
And I feel like the only kind of loneliness you feel at the top is like the loneliness of trust.
Yes.
Loneliness of, can I confide in this person and my secret will not cast? Like, as much as David
We are all the people that
as
you were
much as- as
confiding
much as
in when
David-
you were going.
As much as David has plenty of people around him.
Oh, you just said something.
No, wait. When we talk about at the top now, you
Thank
trust.
you.
When you were-
That means you have never trusted anybody
Ayo,
from
Ayo.
the beginning.
Trust
no
can
man.
change. Trust can always change.
Ayo.
Wait, let me finish. So chill. We're friends. You trust me. We're guys. We're hosting together. I've blown. I've gotten a step ahead of you. Okay, you're still cool. Fine. 3 steps ahead of you. 5 steps ahead of you. 7 steps ahead of you. And you're starting to feel a sip of jealousy from this person.
No, don't look at me. I don't feel that shit. I don't feel that.
A hint of
I don't
this
know how
person.
to.
As long as you've been with this person for 20 years, you can't trust this person anymore. The same way you would trust.
Wait, is it you that moved 7 steps ahead that will not trust me, or me that will not trust you?
Me that moves 7 steps ahead will not trust the person.
Then it's your problem.
How so?
It is your problem.
How?
I don't
Because I'm
understand.
already feeling a bit of jealousy
Yes,
from
now,
your
I'm feeling a
end.
bit of
So I'm
jealousy
like,
from
And I'm not even jealous.
Have you had the
How would I-
conversation?
Wait, no, I don't understand.
The
No,
energy
that's
now,
paranoia.
energy,
That
bad
is paranoia.
energy.
How?
That's
Bad
paranoia.
energy.
You can feel
No. I don't get.
Sweetness.
I have people that have gotten. In fact, there's this particular friend of mine that, in fact, she was warned when we were starting out back then. Now she was warned. Somebody told her, this thing that you are doing, the way that you're going about life like this, there will come a time in life, the doors that sweetness will enter, you might not be able to enter there. And no, it wasn't a prophecy, but it was like somebody was seeing the direction that you're going. And today it's like that.
I feel like I know the friend you're talking about.
Okay,
And today
Let
it's
me
like
just,
that.
I don't forget this thing.
And we're still friends.
Half the time, Ayo,
But why?
you see that person that you can trust. You know them. The issue is that we are so
Whether they're in the
we like to
trenches
live on the surface too much. Do you understand what I
wanna
mean?
go deep.
Like in that top that you say, you're looking at, who can I trust? There's nobody here that I can trust. There is always that one person. But the issue is, you see the status thing and money thing. You know that
Because you moved to a
I
new
don't
step
believe
ahead.
that.
Wait,
If
let me
you
finish,
trust
let me
someone,
finish.
okay.
If I pick up my phone now and call sweetness, I know that this thing I'm feeling, I'll be better. But more, I did Yankee, sweetness, no be. She know we reach again.
Before she will beg me money.
She even reason say, "Man, give her." You know what?
No.
There is always that person, and that's the issue. Like there is why you torturing yourself that much?
That's
I
the
never
problem.
get
It's
it.
a you problem.
It is a you.
Wow.
Let me see. I'm speaking out of experience, right? If I call this name, everybody here now will.
I know you're talking
I
about.
know.
We know the name.
And randomly 2 weeks ago, this boy called me on the phone, and I said he broke. When I said hello, we didn't have a conversation. I was
Yeah, he
like, hello, how
broke
far? I was even shocked. I was like, hello, how far? He broke down. And the things we spoke about,
I
and
saw it on your Instagram
we spoke
story.
in length. Do you understand about certain things and just life and how he's been going and stuff like that? And then he spoke about how he needed the conversation and blah, 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 blah. And he just knew that once he called me, he was going to be fine. And all these people around him, I could understand. And that's the thing. If you're going to measure success based on what the world thinks success is, I'm not rich issue. Do you understand? But he called me. So he knows.
So we are
He
here.
knows that you can trust
We are
him.
Okay,
here
on that
seated
subject,
here
why
on
do
this
people
table
have
to
best
educate
friends?
you people.
Why do people not have best friends they are so dissimilar? Like you meet somebody's best friend and they are like the
like
exact
my opposite-
opposite.
like my best friend.
You understand?
attract.
When one
If you
person now
want to
makes
talk
it
to
the
me,
top,
Opposite
talk to me
I'm
direct.
not mentioning anybody's name.
Talk to me
You
direct.
get-
Don't go through
How
the
do you know your
corners.
best
Do you get?
Who's our best friend?
How
Who's our
would
best friend?
you and your best friend, you are the exact opposite
Who's our
of each
best
other.
friend?
And
Duh.
then, I don't know. then when one person now make it to the top, you now expect that person will not chop your eye. How is that even possible?
See, what I know is that
Well,
in this
I'm talking
life,
about-
they've chopped my eye. Someone have left me on the wayside.
They chop my eye, baby.
You know rich. You know people follow us waka. And I mean, I feel like I'm going to a point in my life where I'm also ascending to the top.
Period.
But I have
Course.
friends that
Those
for
guys
no,
were whenever
for
you're
no
friends,
reason,
for them to have dropped you, they
for
were
no
never your
reason whatsoever. There's some friends that I'm thinking about them right now. Like even if nothing wants to happen, see death do us part.
I think over time you can tell that this person will chop my eye because it starts
It
showing.
show.
You'll be seeing the signs.
Sound like
We
Sammy.
always
Sound
see
like
looking.
Sammy. I know Sammy you chop my eye. When we don't
See,
do it.
let me present like another point of view to you guys.
You didn't
I'm
respond
coming.
to-
Wait now.
You didn't respond to what I said.
It's not
Because
true,
you
sha.
don't say you go fit chop your eye.
See, okay, so I know these two guys. Like one of them is an amazing actor. He's still upcoming. The other one is one of the best scriptwriters that this world will ever see. I
Wow.
know that one for free. So both of them decided that they were going to enter a competition for I think techno. We're doing a filmmaking competition. You have to use a techno phone to record the video from beginning to end and then post it. And then like the prizes were up to like 5 million or that kind of thing. So both of them, okay, this one wrote the script, the other one said, okay, let me be the one to direct. Do you get? The one that wrote the script now acted the movie. The movie just had two characters, the guy and the girl. So they did the short film, it was amazing, everything was nice. So now the one that now directed the film now said he's going to edit it. So he edited the movie. When it was time to now submit the movie, he now, obviously he edited it and he did not send it to the other one to like go through everything. And now wrote that, a film by himself, directed by himself, written by that guy. Then he wrote the written by in very small font.
Wickedness.
The thing vexed that writer guy.
Wickedness.
He pain him. Do you get what I'm saying? But then this is what now happened. These guys have been friends forever. This is where this whole story gets interesting, for me at least. Is that this guy says that this beef is between us as filmmakers, but then we don't have beef as friends.
God will bless you.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's
So
hard.
it's our ability for
It's
people to
hard.
separate church and state.
It's
Do you
hard.
understand what I'm
It's
saying?
hard, to be honest.
So this guy as a filmmaker, you don't chop my eye for the work we do together. And guess what? The film now won.
And have those conversations.
Do you get? So they now stop talking, and the film now won. The one that edited it. You understand? The money now came. How will we now share the money when you have blocked each other on Instagram and WhatsApp? Do you get?
I mean, so I know it's easier said. It's, to be honest, compartmentalizing your friendship and saying,
It's
oh, this
easier
is
in
what-
principle.
It's easier said than done.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Because
but not
you are
in practice.
sentimental as a person. You have emotions. You begin to think about it. You play scenarios in your head. If this person can do this to me on this work, because you think about it, we're going to make money from this. We could get more clients from this. We could do this, and this person chopped my eye in this place. It's going to affect our friendship, whether we like it or not. Your friend is 1 out of 1 million people.
Honestly.
To be honest,
I'm
it's
here.
hard to find.
I'm here, and
but
I'll
they're
tell,
not talking
I'll
about
tell you,
themselves,
what
like,
I do. There's a quote that I have, like, for friendship. The only way I compartmentalize it is that I have this quote. I'll tell you, even if it is 99.9%, things will never be the same between us.
Honestly.
There is that 99%. I will come to your house and sleep, eat, good, but there are just
That
details
trust should go down
about me that you will never know again.
Honestly, if I have a project, I won't work
You
with you
understand?
anymore.
So
That's it.
we know
I mean,
how
so,
to. But
at the end of the day, yeah,
I'm
lonely
just
I think
saying.
lonely at the top boils down to trust, in my opinion.
I think so.
So if you could trust someone 100% before,
Can I
and they
also-
do something,
My own, it boils
it's
down to the
definitely
choices
going
that you
down.
make.
And this is on.
Your own is trust. My own is the choices that you make. So down to chop this one's eye or
on a
not.
final note, I just strongly think, and in that scenario, I think that I'm still of the opinion that it's okay for adults to have those hard conversations. Blocking each other and all of that, it's a lot.
I think beef gives people high.
See,
It gives
so
them
Because
wait,
if
some
you
let me
have
finish,
conversation
let me
and they
finish,
lie
let
to
me
you
finish,
as
let me
to the
finish,
reason
let
why
me
they
finish,
did what they
let me
did.
finish. What is a lie? I don't know that is a lie, but my point is this. Have the conversation. I'm big on, maybe that's a personal thing. I know how to read energy.
Yes,
And
body
you know,
language.
I read it quick and I know what to do afterwards. That's why I'm big on conversation. Like, I can tell you can be saying something with your mouth, but I can tell that that's not what is in your mind. So I'm big on sit face to face, have that conversation. Trash out the issue if you can trash it. If you can read the energy, and then tell yourself, you know what, at this point, I think that after this, or after whatever we're going to get out of this, I would rather just keep you at an acquaintance level. Hello, hi, what's up? But the relationship
The
I
trust
had.
has
I
gone
actually
down.
like what you
Or-
said. I
or-
like
The
what you
trust has
said.
gone down.
I have a question.
For
We
you to
can
be
be
fr-
friends,
because
but
for
we
you to be
won't
a
work
friend-
together.
So I have a question. I have a
Sorry,
question.
sorry.
No.
Let me just
Wait.
buttress on
I
what
don't want you to
Charles has.
buttress.
Okay.
I don't want you to buttress. Don't buttress. Thank you. The question is this. So are you saying that someone that was your friend before, like when you now get to the top, you now reduce the person to acquaintance, where you guys are still cool?
If the person, we're saying that you can do that when and if the person decides to be a winch.
That's why
That
I
is
say
what you-
it boils
that's
down
what-
to
that's-
choices.
that's what
And
you
I
can
think you can
do.
make a choice whether, okay, I want to reduce your rank to acquaintance, or we can still be friends, but we
right
So
won't
now
work
the question
together.
is, what makes
The right
a friend different from an acquaintance? I think it's level of trust and rapport you guys have.
And the
So
level of
that's
trust.
that's what I'm saying. So trust is still like the crux of whatever it is that we're talking about. So if you
No, I'm not even sure that this thing.
if you, the friend, for example, they have the conversation and they're like, okay, they were probably lying with their mouth, and you could tell from their body language and what is in their mind that they're saying something different. What made you bring them down from the place of friendship to acquaintance? That the trust has gone down. Period.
Period.
I'm not even sure I have.
And on that period, we put a period on this episode. But before we go, let me know in the comment section if you think you can actually outgrow friends and if you think it's actually a bad thing or a fantastic thing. Thank you for watching.
You have to be at the top to answer that question. Are you at the top first?
In your own context.
Maybe in your own top. Yes.
Thank you so much. It's been Shade Corner.
Ayo, you told me to shut up on this show.
No.
He just said,
not so many.
They say, you know, but
Not
trend.
so many words.
Don't buttress.
You told me not to buttress.
You have